3, come in.
Roger.
Self-portrait isn't... Yeah, I'm in the master bedroom and...
4 minutes and counting. You sure?
Some always finds a way.
Are you ready?
Ready?
System
What's happening?
malfunction.
What's going on?
I don't know what's happening, man.
Welcome to Movie Cap. Today we're going through 2023 drama thriller movie called Inside. This film tells the story of a man who works as a thief. But unexpectedly, the thief was trapped in the luxury penthouse. Spoilers ahead, watch out and take care. At the beginning of the film we are shown several scenes from an apartment room. It is very clear that the apartment is owned by a rich person, and it turns out that the person who owns this apartment is the most famous artist in the United States. In this apartment there are also many very luxurious paintings, which if sold could reach tens of millions of dollars. However, the painting has been closely guarded by a system that has been installed, and is not easy to take. Then the scene shifts to a man named Nemo, who accidentally enters the apartment easily. He entered alone and was accompanied by someone who understood security access, and amazingly Nemo managed to open the apartment in an instant. It seems that Nemo is not a professional thief. In fact, he took several masterpieces very quickly, because he had 7 minutes to act before the system was actually active again. However, Nemo did not find the most expensive painting, the painting depicting the artist's head. Not only that, the price of the painting could reach 400 billion, or the equivalent of $30 million. Long story short, in the end Nemo spent 7 minutes in vain. The security system in the apartment was active, and he couldn't do anything. The sound of the alarm and the emergency lights that kept coming on meant that he didn't know what to do. Not only that, his partner felt like he had given up, and ended up having to trap Nemo in the apartment. There was no visible place to get out, which made Nemo do everything he could. Not only that, the cooling system starts to activate heat mode, where every time the room will become very hot. Realizing this, Nemo continued to try to damage the main door of the apartment, and in that phase Nemo found out that there was still some food stock in the apartment. He estimated that all the food and drink could only last for 4 weeks. As time went by the room felt like it was his own. Nemo knew that he had to find a way out and catch up with his time. At the same time, a bird is also trapped on the balcony of the apartment, and it could be said that the bird will become Nemo's friend. Long story short, the temperature continues to increase, making it difficult for Nemo to think. He was also confused about what to do because the water and electricity had gone out, but soon Nemo knew that he still had a chance to escape by relying on a glass above the room. However, reaching the glass was not easy. He had to arrange the items in the room to reach the glass. Then Nemo, who was resting, realized that sooner or later the fish in the aquarium would become his food. But for now, that probably won't happen, because he has to focus first on the water source, and he even has to save on all the food in the refrigerator. A few days later, Nemo almost reached the glass, but he didn't want to be careless in his actions, the planning of which took days. Then Nemo shows his thrifty behavior. Whatever he sees he will definitely consume, whether it's canned food or expired food. Moreover, during this solitude, Nemo's mind began to become disturbed. He couldn't differentiate between what he should do and what he shouldn't do. For 2 weeks, Nemo was busy alone, and he didn't realize that his time was going by so quickly. Suddenly, the temperature in the room became cold. The system error made Nemo even more disturbed. As a result, he is getting weaker day by day and he has no intention of doing any more. And for now Nemo is focused on eating stale food and breaking glass with flower vases.
Worry about my boyfriend, stand him, kill his note, we're so fine.
These broken pieces of glass will have function, which is why glasses are used to avoid the glare of the sun. After making the glasses, Nemo started tapping on the glass. Tap after tap, Nemo made a crack out of the glass, but this was not easy, especially since the material used in the apartment was very sturdy and not easy to destroy, which Nemo could only do with a small knife. As time goes by, the signs of freedom are clearly visible, Nemo manages to completely scrape off the entire surface surrounding the glass. But in fact, he found that there were several steel frames that were the basis of the glass layer, therefore he needed time to rest again. Where the entire rest process is filled with all sorts of strange actions, such as drawing, talking to birds, and he even changes clothes at will. From that incident, Nemo knew that after he left this apartment his fate would not be safe. Moreover, his worry increased after seeing the bird that accompanied him die. In the end, Nemo had a very genius idea, where Nemo started removing all the screws in the glass layer. Then Nemo, who didn't have any more food stock, couldn't help but have to consume the fish in the aquarium. This fish was really the last choice, considering that Nemo really needed nutritious food. By eating the fish, he can have other very intelligent ideas. However, after those 3 weeks, Nemo felt even more at home in the apartment, especially since he was really used to his dirty life. He would even form a new belief, which he thought was worth fighting for like other religions. Long story short, Nemo again has a strange idea where he still intends to create chaos in the apartment. On this occasion, he even deliberately started a fire so that the fire sensor would immediately activate. As a result, the corner of the room was immediately filled with water. In fact, he believed that with the presence of water, all evidence of crimes would disappear instantly. And in the end, the day that Nemo had been waiting for began to arrive. It was time for him to immediately prove whether his efforts would be successful or not. But before leaving, he still intended to say goodbye first. The one where Nemo still took the time to write his last surah, even though the letter was written on the wall. Only then did Nemo insist on leaving the apartment. We are also shown how empty the entire apartment is, and Nemo's shadow is already up there. And finally, the film ends. To watch more explanations of these kinds of movies, click on the videos on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe and let me know how you feel about today's video in the comments down below. And at last, thanks for watching this video.